Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new TJ's World According to Wrestling. And I'm your host, TJ Wiggins. I'm ready to talk to you about Monday Night Raw, NXT, and AEW Dynamite. So, let's go ahead and get started. First, we're going to start off with Langston comes out for a promo, calls out Owens. And of course, that means Owens comes out. Owens says that, if you want him to be a bad guy, then he'll be a bad guy. So they're just turning him heel. He's just going to get his ass beat and go to AEW once his contract expires. But anyways, the Usos come and beat both of them up. Then Riddle goes in there and makes a save. So they make a 6-man tag match between, Langston, Owens, and Riddle taking on the Usos and Seth Rollins. So it was kind of fast to be doing, all these angles, in my opinion, because they just rushed a heel turn out of nowhere, or teasing one severely. But I really didn't see too much in this match. The babyfaces won after Langston hits a big ending on an Uso. I'm sorry. Rollins wins the match for the team. And then after that, Langston beats up both of the Usos. Tell them that he'll see Roman at Survivor Series. And Lynch and Morgan come out there and do promo. I honestly don't really care. One chick can wrestle. She's a great wrestler. The other one can't wrestle for shit. Otis and Gable versus the Street Profits. I like Otis and Gable. They're good wrestlers. Which means, they have to lose. And they did. I mean, there's not really much more I can add to that. But I can actually see them actually being something and they're just completely fucking burying them for no reason. Next, Vega beats Cross, but then, of course, one side of the team wins. It means the other side of the team has to lose. So Rhea Ripley beats Carmella. And a match I wanted to see and a match I needed to see was Owens versus Balor. It was a good match. It's just they just did this stupid spot where Balor hits a fucking body drop on Owens onto the apron. And, he just keeps going like nothing really ever happened. And it should have fucking killed him. Should have broken his back. Especially a man as heavy as he is. But, later on in the match, they keep working. Go to the finish. Balor misses the coup de grace on Owens. And Owens hits a pop-up powerbomb on Balor, but he gets out. So, they go into this thing of, trading moves, but they keep reversing it until all of a sudden Owens hits the stunner on him, and he wins that match. And what do you know? 2 heel tag teams facing each other with Omos and Styles taking on Rude and Ziggler. And I like Styles, Rude, and Ziggler in this match, but, they're trying to get Omos over, but he still can't wrestle. He almost can't wrestle. And all of a sudden, Styles has the phenomenal forearm on Ziggler to win the match. And, who really cares? Lashley faces Rey Mysterio. Lashley hits the full Nelson on Mysterio, makes him tap out, so he gets replaced. He's going to be replaced on the Survivor Series team. It's nice to see the authority figures are heels, and both of the Survivor Series matches are going to be filled with nothing but heels, so that's going to be fantastic. So that was Monday Night Raw. Now we go over to NXT. We had Sammy Shaw taking on Tony D'Angelo. Match started off with Shaw, chasing him around the ring because, don't want to supposedly fight a crazy man. Tony brings in a foreign object to cause a distraction. And then Tony beats Shaw. Cheated, and all of a sudden Trick and Hayes, they come out there to attack Shaw and break his hand. They do. And, it's nice to see Gargano fucking show up late to the party trying to save his supposed... what is he? Father-in-law or something? Is Indy? their fucking adopted daughter or something. This doesn't make any fucking sense. It's fucking stupid. And then Gacy, who goddamn looks like John Wayne Gacy. He gets a Dynamite business card, so they might be doing something in the future. I hope to fucking God not. But anyways, next we had a 6-man tag match between Strong, Brutus, Julius versus the ungodly, dumbass duo of Jack of Time and Odyssey Jones. Not Mark Henry. The Creed brothers really showed off their strength in this match against, the small little fucking midgets. Then Jones wins with a goddamn big splash on Strong to win. That means they're goddamn furthering this angle. With Jones beating Strong, that has to make him the number one contender for the Cruiserweight title, right? But the problem is that he's 400 pounds, which means he can't possibly win the title or even challenge for the belt. So why are they fucking doing a rivalry between the two of these when the belt's not even on the line? It's stupid to have a rivalry between two people when one guy has a belt and the belt's not on the line. That's completely insane. Next, we have Duke Hudson versus Trevor Lee in a poker showdown. I really don't care. But at least I can get to see Trevor Lee. It ends with Hudson powerbombing Lee through a table after, he supposedly gets beaten and folds. After he had the better hand of the two. And then Ciampa comes out there for a promo, but Steiner interrupts. Steiner wants the belt. Ciampa makes a reference to the fucking Steiner equation that his uncle gave, which is absolutely fucking hilarious. If nobody knows that, or if they just want to fucking pick me up, because every time I'm sad or depressed or something, I always listen to that, and it's absolutely hilarious. It gets me in a good mood every single time. Next we had Kai versus Gonzalez. They keep doing the spot where Gonzalez she would toss her in the air, but the thing is that she didn't really get any elevation on it. And she only tossed her around 2 inches. So, I tried a couple times, alright, but if the same thing keeps happening, I don't think doing it another time is really going to be helpful. And then all of a sudden, Kai brings in a shovel, and I was almost about to hit Gonzalez with it, and then Gonzalez blocks it, but it's nice to see the ref just allow foreign objects to be introduced to the match. I'm not calling it DQ, even though if she still didn't use it, she still had the intent to use it. Right? I mean, imagine if this was, a fucking trial. You can try to murder somebody and not succeed. You won't be tried for murder, but you'll goddamn sure as hell go to jail for fucking trying. Attempted murder. But, that's just something to think about. Then Kai beats Gonzalez, roll for whatever the fuck. Don't really care. And she and the whores of Toxic Attraction beat up Io Shirai. Zoe Stark comes down there. And what's the other one? I'm not exactly sure. Then they come to the rescue of Gonzalez, backs off the heels, and Io Shirai says War Games. So they're just going to shoehorn a match into this fucker every single time, even if it calls for it or not. But that's NXT. Now we go into AEW. And hot fucking damn. Alright. He has a promo teasing dissension between Omega and Cole. And I hope to God this fucking happens. I hope Cole splits off from these dumb fucks. And he forms his own group with Fish and Kyle O'Reilly again. Because Kyle O'Reilly's contract's due in December. And we can goddamn use him. And he's already shown teaming with Fish. It's going to be fantastic. Next we had a celebration of Paige for winning the world title. I love the image of Hangman as champion. Danielson comes out. And, he congratulates Paige and says that he's disappointed it's not Omega. And Danielson is clearly turning heel now because he completely badmouths him and runs him down and says that he's not really good. He wished it was Omega and he thought that Omega was the better wrestler. Even though that's fucking insane, but it's typical heel patter. And the segment ends in a pull apart. Then Danielson has a match against the Evil Uno of the Dark Order, and Evil Uno fucking sucks. And Danielson beats him, thank God. Next, we have the Butcher and the Blade. Without their music, they have the goddamn Matt Hardy music. Just fucking insane, because I think the Butcher and the Blade's theme song, if you haven't listened to it, you need to go listen to it. Because I think that's a pretty fucking kicking goddamn metal song. I think it's pretty awesome. Yeah, they had a tag match against Orange Cassidy and Mitsu Ishii. Ishii wins the match for the team with the Brain Buster. It was an alright match. There's nothing really shown. Nothing really to talk about. I don't understand why people, cheer for Orange Cassidy. He's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking moron. And I wish I just don't have to see him. Next, we have a quarterfinal match of the women's tournament for the TBS title, which is actually stylized as hoes. I kind of think it's funny. That Nyla Rose versus Hikaru Shida. Rose did this stupid spot where she fucking somersaults into a chair and breaks the damn thing. I mean, it completely fucking flattens. Even if that chair is gimmicked, your back is not. So to take that bump and take a bump off your bump card is fucking insane. Man. I literally wrote down, because this match went for goddamn, I think like 2 or 3 commercial breaks. I was, why is this match going this long? And thank God Nyla Rose won. She got her win to tie Hikaru Shida for the most wins by a woman in AEW. Rose actually told a good story. She was working Rose's leg in the entire match. And she got her leg in this fucking leg crank, and then Shida taps out. Next, you had MJF come out for a promo, and CM Punk interrupts. They just get face to face, and then Punk walks off. Teasing a match between the two of them, a program between the two of them. And the crowd fucking cheers and roars, and I gotta say, I did too. Because I can't wait for this to fucking happen. The match between them two is good. Or matches, I should say. I hope to God it's matches. Because to say that, people hate rematches, that's fucking stupid. Why only do something once, one time? Especially when it was good. Why not have it happen until you get sick of it? It's work. You can do whatever you want. I can't wait for that to happen. Next, we have Sammy Guevara versus Jay Lethal. And this is Jay Lethal's, his first match in AEW. And goddamn, it was a fucking great one. Guevara is working his bad ribs. He can't really do a lot of his, supposedly can't do high impact moves, but oh boy, that didn't stop him. The only thing is Sammy and Lethal are outside the ring and the ref is not even trying to fucking count. Don't even try to count them out. Of course, goddamn, Guevara does a somersault onto Lethal through a table. Lethal beats the count. Why the fuck are they going through fucking tables? And what's supposed to be a fucking regular match. I know this is a great match despite those things. But, they're doing every spot ever. Lethal fucking goes for this fucking, his old finishing move, the flying elbow. And it gets reversed into a fucking, backslide. But all of a sudden, Sammy hits a move and Sammy wins. He retains the belt. And after that, the fucking Inner Circle come out there. Lethal and Guevara, they do a handshake, sign to show respect. And then the Inner Circle fucking raises the hands of both of them, and all of them are celebrating. It's a nice babyface spot. And hey, it's nice to see Jay Lethal in the company. It's nice to see Lethal back on fucking national television. Because it was a fucking travesty to, not see him on a regular basis unless you had to actually search and go on a deep dive for him. But hey, that has been so far this week in wrestling. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Turn on notifications bell. Thank you all for listening, everybody, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.